What is going on, YouTube family? This is Modern Christian. Just wanted to come on and quickly give you guys a video. I was actually going to do another video, which I'm going to most likely do tomorrow, regarding the love that God has for us. He talks about it in Luke. I don't want to give too much away because I want to save it, but he basically tells 3 parables and explains his love and affection towards us, which I want to get into depth tomorrow on. But I was thinking about this today and how important it is as believers. I kind of touched on it on the previous video that, church membership is important. But something that's important for the life of a believer is to live in community. Living in community, because the obvious iron sharpens iron. You get stronger when you're talking to another believer, but also for your own benefit. When you help people, and I notice this from personal experience, when I help people who are either hurting or in a dark place, whatever have you, and I lift them and bring them out of that, or at least the Lord uses me to bring them out of that, it also helps me to get from being in that state for my own self. So it's important for us in this new year, as much as we want to accomplish our goals and set our own plans for our lives and try to work diligently on ourselves, let's not forget that God has given us people around us to uplift us and to help us along the way. Before he created Eve, he said, "It is not right for man to be alone." I wonder why he said that, because he knew that it's easy for our own flesh to want to be alone, to get into whatever it be depression, whether it be anxiety, whether it be worrying, fear, all these things that are not of God. Now, we should seek to be alone to have private time with God, absolutely. Proverbs 18:1 though says it best. I was actually reading this before, and that's what kind of gave me to make this video. Proverbs 18:1, I'm reading for the English Standard Version. It says, "Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire. He breaks out against all sound judgment." I'm going to read that again. This is Proverbs 18:1, English Standard Version. "Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire, and he breaks out against all sound judgment." He breaks out against all sound judgment. So it's just something to reaffirm for this new year. We're not called to walk this life on our own. Obviously the Lord, he's a community within himself. He's 3 in 1. So naturally he wants us to have the same. He gave us the Holy Spirit to help us, but he also gave us a fellowship, believers, to commune with, to lift up another brother. I actually was let me see if I can find it. It was also related to that idea. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I'll probably try to link it below. Let me see. Yeah, so this is Ecclesiastes 4. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 10, English Standard Version again. "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone, when he falls and has not another to lift him up." So it's something to say that when you're with other people, other believers, if you mess up or make a mistake, you have someone that's not going to, put you down. If they are a believer, you're going to have someone that's going to uplift you up and bring you back up into a state of being, because God, he naturally wants us to always come to him. But that's not our first response, right? When Adam and Eve, they ate from the knowledge of good and evil, they ate from that tree, they hid themselves. They didn't come to God and say, "Hey God, I messed up. I did everything wrong. I messed up." They hid themselves and they were alone. See, the flesh wants to be alone because, that's its desire. It wants to be away from the things of God. It wants to gratify its own self. So let us be reminded not to think that we're above, but to have that complete dependency on God, knowing that He's put people around us to make us stronger, to uplift one another. And that could be from a family member, that could be even from a neighbor, that could be from a church member, that could even be from a coworker. God is going to use whoever He pleases to help you in that time of need. He always gives a way of escape whenever that moment comes when you feel like things are out of control in your life. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says it best. This is the English Standard Version again. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it. So take hope in that. Have faith, my brothers and sisters, to know that God is for you, and He will not leave you or forsake you, and He also will provide a way of escape. And that could be, from a fellow believer. That could be, just from spending time with Him more. And I could tell you for certain, as from experience, it's going to make the whole difference in your life for this new year. Keep seeking God. Keep knocking on the door, and He will answer. Love you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be kind of a breakdown for Luke, so just stay tuned for that. Love you guys. Take care.